Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Because I am staying nearby a temple. There is Gaura Aarti going on. For some time, that sound will come. Afterwards, it won't come. So, in the last class, we have started the new pastime, the pastime of Lord Vamana. So, the last class we saw that how seeing Shukracharya saved him and all his friends and relatives, Bali Maharaj became so surrendered to Shukracharya. As a result of that, Shukracharya and his other disciples wanted to help Bali Maharaj somewhere or other. Then Bali Maharaj's desire was to conquer Indra, for which they made him to perform Vishwajit Yajna. As a result of that, that Yajna produced a wonderful bow, two inexhaustible quivers, a wonderful kavach, a wonderful chariot with fine horses, with the emblem, nice janda with I think lion emblem, etc. So all these wonderful, powerful things came, and his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj was so happy to see Bali come back to life. He offered him unfaded garland. So in that way, he was endowed with lot of blessings in the form of chariot and other things. Shukracharya gave him the conch shell. Then offering obeisance to Shukracharya and all other Brahmanas who did whatever is required for him to accomplish all these things, who performed the yajna and all, with their permission, with their blessings, Bali went to Indra, went to Swarga to defeat Indra. On the way, there is nice discussion about Swarga. Just then, as soon as he reached nearby the palace of Indra, he blew his conch shell. Just by hearing the sound and looking at Bali, Indra and other devatas understood that we cannot fight with him. They went to Bruhaspati and they asked for the reason. The reason they said, Bruhaspati said that. So he pleased the Brahmanas so nicely. The Brahmanas blessed him with all these wonderful abilities. So now no one can defeat him. Only when the Brahmanas become displeased with him, he can be defeated. Until then, no one can defeat him. Like that, Bruhaspati said. So understanding that he cannot stand in front of Bali, Indra simply vacated from heaven and went and hid himself somewhere. So without even a fight, Bali captured Swarga, sat on the throne of Indra. But for any person to continue, remain on the throne of Indra, one need to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. With that in mind, the disciples of Shukracharya engaged Bali to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. As he was performing 1, 2, 3, 10, 100, 10, 90, etc., etc., as he is approaching close to 100, other side, Aditi was feeling sorry for the situation of her sons. Because her sons, who are supposed to be the rulers of the heaven, now they are shelterless, homeless. They are wandering from place to place. Seeing their pitiable condition, Aditi reveals her grief towards her sons to Kasyapa. And Kasyapa teaches her to perform the Payovrata ceremony to seek the help of the Supreme Lord. That will be the subject matter of this chapter. Chapter 16 talks about how Aditi expressed her concern for her sons and what was the solution offered by Kashyapa. These are the topics of uh, 16th chapter. 62 verses are there. So while I was reading through this chapter in the afternoon, it was very interesting. This Payovrata ceremony was performed by Aditi in the month of Palguna. The Vrata begins on the Maga Amavasya and the preparation begins on Maga Amavasya. Actual Vrata begins from Palguna Shukla Pratipad. It goes all the way up to Palguna Shukla Dwadashi. It is a 12 days vrata. Today is Palguna Shukla Dwadashi. From Pratibad till today, the vrata should be performed. Then tomorrow, that is Phalguna Shukla Trayodashi, the vrata should be concluded. So these are the 12 days during which Mother Aditi performed the same vrata. Today Dwadashi, all of us have broke the fast. Today the last day of the 12 days Payovrata. Tomorrow she will break it. So how this vrata has to be performed all will be explained in this chapter. Let us see. So we are studying this particular chapter on the same days where this vrata was practiced. Very nice coincidence. Sri Shuka Uvacha
श्रीशुक उवाच
Evam Putreshu Nasteshu
एवं पुत्रेषु नष्टेषु
Deva Mataditi Stada
देवमातादितिस्तदा
Hritetri Vishtape Daityai
ऋते त्रिविष्टपे दैत्यै
Pratyatapyad Anaha Anatavat.
पर्यतप्यत अनाहवत. Shukdev Goswami said, O king, when Aditi's sons, the demigods, had thus disappeared from heaven and the demons had occupied their places, Aditi began lamenting as if she had no protector.
Yeah. Sukadeva Goswami saying that as Aditi's sons, the Devatas had thus disappeared from Swarga, which was taken by the demons. Aditi began lamenting as if she had no protector. Because her husband is there, Kashyapa, but he keep traveling here and there. He does not stay at one place. He comes once in a while. Her solace is her children. Her children are supposed to be with her, but now children also not there. They are also gone away out of fear of Bali. So she is alone. She was feeling shelterless. एकदा कश्यपस्तस्य
एकदा कश्यपस्तस्य
आश्रमं भगवान् अगात्
आश्रमं भगवान् अगात्
निरुस्तवं निरानन्दम्
निरुत्सवं निरानन्दं
समाधेर्विरतश्चिरात्.
समादेत् विरतश्चिरात्. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. After many, many days, the great powerful sage Kashyapa Muni arose from a trance of meditation and turned home to see the ashrama of Aditi, neither jubilant nor festive. Hare Krishna.
The husband is not there. Children also not there. For whom Aditi would keep the ashrama clean, neat, and jubilant. She was morose. What happened to my sons? Like that, thinking about the welfare of her sons, she was so morose. As Kashyapa returned one auspicious day, the whole atmosphere seems to be very gloomy, very dull. So that is what is explained here. After many days, the powerful sage Kashyapa broke his meditation and returned to the hermitage of Aditi, which was neither jubilant nor festive. So in that way. Sapatnim Dina Vadanam
सपत्नीं दीनवदनां
Krutasana Parigraha
कृतासन परिग्रहां
Sabhajito Yata Nyayam
सभाजितो यथा न्यायम्
Idam Aha Kurudvaha.
idam aha kurudvaha. O best of the Kurus, when Kashyap Muni had been properly received and welcomed, he took his seat and then spoke as follows to his wife, Aditi, who was very morose.
Hmm. So as he was approaching the ashrama, the overall atmosphere was very gloomy. It is neither jubilant nor festive. So somehow he entered the ashram. He was received by Aditi. He was welcomed. He took his seat. And then he began to address his wife, whose face is completely sorrowful. Because in her face there is no happiness. Even the husband came because she was so much worried about the welfare of her sons. So in that way. Now Kashyapa is inquiring from uh, Aditi. Just like in the first canto, if you remember, when Arjuna returns, his face also full gloomy. Then Yudhishthira began to inquire, "Ye hua kya, ho hua kya, aisa hua kya, aisa hua kya?" Finally, he says, "Is it because your friend Krishna left?" Something like that. Api abhadram na vipranam
अपि
Api
अभद्रं
abhadra,
न विप्राणां
bhadre loke dunagatam
भद्रे लोके धुनागतम्
na dharmasya na lokasya
न धर्मस्य न लोकस्य
mrutyos chandananuvartinah.
मृत्योश्छन्दनानुवर्तिना. O most gentle one, I wonder whether anything inauspicious has now taken place in regard to religious principles. The Brahmanas of or the people in general who are subject to the whims of death.
Normally, the cultured people will be feeling sorry, will be dejected when they do something wrong against somebody or some mistake they do, they feel sorry for it and their appearance will be like that. So thinking like that, he was inquiring, "Oh most excellent woman, oh Badre, I wonder whether anything inauspicious has now taken place in regards to dharma. In the execution of dharma, did you fail to do something? As a result of that, you are feeling bad? Or execution of your dharma in regards to the brahmanas or people in general who are subject to the whims of death? So, is there anything wrong took place in relation to dharma, in relation to brahmanas, or in relation to atiti? Because anything wrong takes place in relation to dharma or brahmanas or atiti, the punishment is one will go to Yamaraj. One will be beaten by Yamadutas. So either something like that happened and you are worried about going to Yamaloka and being beaten by Yamadutas, like that is asking. He asked various questions to understand the reason for her sad face in 7 verses, starting from 4 to 10. Api indicates a question. Has misfortune come to the Brahmanas or not? Or to Dharma or to the people who are subject to the desires of death? So there are two things. Whether did you make some mistake in relation to these people or something happened to these people in general? The Brahmanas are at stake. They are they are in danger. Dharma is in danger. Are people in general in danger? And being thinking about their welfare, you are feeling so sad. So that like that, two ways we can think of this question. So in either way, so there is a possibility of people like Aditi can be dejected. Then further he asks, अपि वा कुशलं किञ्चित्
Piva kushalam kinchit,
गृहेषु गृहमेदिनी
graheshu grahamedini,
धर्मस्यार्थस्य कामस्य
dharmasya arthasya kamasya,
यत्र योगो हि अयोगिनाम्.
yatra yogo hi yoginam. Translation. O my wife, who are very much attached to the household life, if the principles of religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses are properly followed in the household life, one's activities are as good as those of a transcendentalist. I wonder whether there have been any discrepancies in the following these principles. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, he's asking that. Okay, in the previous verse he was asking about the welfare of others. Are you worried about the welfare of others, or are you worried about your own welfare? A householder supposed to perform household activities keeping dharma, artha, kama, moksha, dharma, artha, kama in mind. Normally, who those who perform dharma, artha, kama properly in household order, then eventually they enter into renounced order and endeavor for attaining moksha. So being a householder, one should focus on deliberately performing dharmartha kama properly. In execution of that dharmartha kama, is there any misfortune took place? As a result of that, you are worried like that. He is asking about her own execute duties. अपिवाति अपिवातीतयो वातीतयो बेत्य
अपि वा तितयो भेद्य
कुटुम्बासक्तया त्यक्त्वया
कुटुम्बा शक्तया त्वया
गृहात् आपूजिता याता
गृहात् पूजिता यातः
प्रत्युत्थानेन वा क्वचेत्.
प्रत्युत्थानेन वा क्वचित्. I wonder whether, because of being too attached to the members of your family, you failed to properly receive uninvited guests, who therefore were not welcomed and went away.
If that is not the cause, if you are not worried about others' welfare, you are not worried about your own welfare. So is this the cause that you are so much attached to your family members and you fail to properly receive uninvited guests by standing up? That you are so much involved in household activities when the guests came, did you not receive them properly? For that mistake, you are feeling sad, like that, yes. So were guests who came not worshipped by standing up, not received properly, like this asking. गृहेषु गृहेषु येषु अतिथयो
गृहेषु येष्व अतिथयो
नार्चिता शलिलैरपि
नार्चितः शलिलैरपि
यदि निर्यान्ति ते नूनम्
यदि निर्यान्ति ते नूनं
पेरुराजा गृहोपमा.
पेरुराज गृहोपमा. Homes from which guests go away without having been received, even with an offering of a little water, are like those holes in the field, which are the homes of jackals.
Hmm. So Atiti, taking care of the uninvited guest is so important in the Vedic culture. Homes where guests go away without having been received, even with a little water, are like homes of jackals. Where an uninvited guest is not attended, that home is considered the home of a jackal. So in that way, is that for that reason you are feeling sad? Like that is indicating. Api agnayastu velayam
सुवेलायां
nahuta avishasati
नाहुताः नाहुताः विश्वासते
tvayodvignadiya badre
त्रयोद्विग्न धिया भद्रे
proshite maikarhichit.
prosite mai karchite. Translation. O chaste and auspicious woman, when I left home for other places, were you in so much anxiety that you did not offer oblations of ghee into the fire?
Yeah, there are some brahmanas, even today we can see that every day they perform yajna. They are called Agnihotri Brahmanas. The sacrificial fire should never be extinguished. It should go on continuously, like that. And some Brahmanas, they don't perform yajna, but they keep one lamp. The lamp is always going on. That is called Akhanda Jyoti. There are different ways. Same thing is asking. In my absence, were you failed to perform yajna properly? Because you are so much in anxiety that you did not offer oblations of ghee into the fire at the proper time because of my absence. Is that the reason for your dejection? Like that is asking. Then he further continues. Yat pujaya kamadugan
Yat pujaya kamadugan
याति लोकान् गृहान्विता
याति लोकान् गृहान्विता
ब्राह्मणोऽग्निश्च वै विष्णो
ब्राह्मणोऽग्निश्च वै विष्णो
सर्वदेवात्मनो मुखम्.
सर्वदेवात्मनो मुखम्. By worshipping the fire and the Brahmanas, a householder can achieve the desired goal of residing in the higher planets. For the sacrificial and the Brahmanas are to be considered the mouth of Lord Vishnu, who is the super soul of all the demigods.
So, for any person, regular worship of Brahmanas and regular performance of yajna are very much recommended, especially for the Brahmanas. Taking care of other Brahmanas and also performing yajna is very much recommended, because serving Brahmanas and performing yajna both are equivalent to worshipping Lord Vishnu. Because Brahmanas are considered the mouth of Lord, Agni is also considered the mouth of the Lord. So performing yajna and taking care of the Brahmanas are considered to be serving Lord Vishnu. So in that way, did you in the previous verses, in the one verse, did you not take care of the Brahmanas who came as invited guests properly, or did you fail to perform yajna? So the importance of those two is indicated in this verse. Api sarve kushalinastava
अपि सर्वे कुशलिनस्
tava putra manaswini
तव पुत्रा मनस्विनी
लक्ष्ये लक्षये अश्वतम् आत्मानम्
लक्षये स्वस्थम् आत्मानं
भवत्या लक्षणैरहम्.
भवत्या लक्षणैरहम्. O great-minded lady, are all your sons faring well? Seeing your withered face, I can perceive that your mind is not tranquil. How is this so?
After asking so many other questions, then finally asked that, are all your sons are doing well? Seeing your withered face, I can perceive that your mind is not stable by its symptoms. You are worried about something very important. You are constantly very much agitated. So, is your sons are all okay? So like that. Till now we asked about the general things, but now we asked about specific thing. Being a mother, she naturally will be worried about her sons. So is that the reason? So this is the last inquiry, because that is the actual reason. So that will be known now. Sri Aditi Ruvacha
Shri Aditirvacha
Bhadram Dvijagavam Brahman
Bhadram Divijagam Brahman
Dharmasyasya Janasya Cha
Dharmasya cha janasya cha
Trivargasya Param Kshetram
Trivargasya param kshetram
Grahamedin Grahaime.
Grahamedin Graha ima. Translation. Aditya said, my respected Brahman husband, all is well with the Brahmanas, the cows, religion, and the welfare of other people. O master of the house, the three principles of Dharma, Artha, and Kama flourish in household life, which is consequently full of good fortune.
Now she is giving answers. He asked so many questions, so every answer she is giving. Oh Brahmana, all is well with regards to the Brahmanas, in relation to cows, in relation to Dharma, and in relation to the welfare of people in general. Oh Master, the house, oh Master of the house is the best place for nourishing Dharma, Artha, Kama, and all these three are very nicely taken care in this home. There is no problem in regards to all these things. So in that way. The oath is the origin of Dharma Artha Kama. They exist sufficiently in this home. Dharma Artha Kama are very nicely taken care in this home. That she indicated. Next, she will talk about Agni. That she is performing yajna every day without fail. Agnayo atitayo brutya
Agnayo tithayo bhrutya
bhikshavo echa lipsavaha
भिक्षवो ये सलिप्सवा
सर्वं भगवतो ब्रह्मन्
सर्वं भगतो ब्रह्मन्
अनुध्यायन्नरिष्यति.
नरिष्यति. O beloved husband, the fires, guests, servants, and beggars are all being properly cared for by me. Because I always think of you, there is no possibility that any of the religious principles will be neglected.
O Brahmana, the fires, guests, servants, and beggars are all being properly cared for by me. It's basically Atiti Devo Bhava. When the Atitis came, servants came, beggars came, all are taken care. Even the fires also taken care by me very nicely. The yajna is going on very nicely. Because I always think of you, there is no possibility that any of the religious principles will be neglected. Bhagavataha means of Kasyapa. By meditating on you, nothing is lacking. All are answered except the concern about children. Now, let us see what she will say. कौन में कौन में भगवन कामो
को नु मे भगवन् कामो
न संपद्येत मानसः
न सम्पद्येत मानसः
यस्या भगवान् प्रजाध्यक्ष
यस्या भगवान् प्रजाध्यक्ष
एवं धर्मान् प्रभाषते.
एवं धर्मान् प्रभाषते. O my Lord, since you are a Prajapati and are personally my instructor in the principles of religion, where is the possibility that my desires will not be fulfilled?
Hmm. Since you are one of the great Prajapatis who instruct on the principles of Dharma, so where is the possibility that I am not following Dharma? My dedication to follow Dharma will be always taken care because I have a master like you. So there is no issue in relation to Dharma. Like that, she said. Then she will continue. Tataiva maricha manasa. Sorry. Tataiva maricha manasariraja.
तैव मरीच मनः शरीरतु
Sarirajam.
प्रजा इमा सत्वरजस्तमोजुषः
प्रजा इमा सत्परजस्तमोजुषः
समो भवां तासु असुरादिषु प्रभो
समोपवंस्त्वसा प्रभो
तथापि भक्तं भजते महेश्वरः.
तथापि भक्तं भजते महेश्वरः. Translation: O son of Marichi, because you are a great personality, you are equal toward all the demons and demigods who are born either from your body or from your mind and who possess one or another of the three qualities Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, or Tamoguna. But although the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Controller, is equal toward all living entities, he is especially favorable to the devotees.
He says that, oh son of Marichi, sorry, son of Marichi, yeah. All the demons and devatas possessing sattva, rajas, or tamas are born either from your body or from your mind. O master, you are equal to all, but the Supreme Lord protects his devotee. So she is telling that you have married 17 of us. Through 17 of us, you bore so many children. Among them, some of them are devatas, some of them are asuras. Like this is there. Though for you everyone is equal, but the obedient one will be taken care by the master in a special way. Though devatas, asuras, kinnaras, kimpurushas, and many other people are your sons, but the devatas are obedient, best of all obedience among all other sons. So there should be your protection for the devatas. Like that, she's asking because the Supreme Lord always protects his devotee. Even the Supreme Lord he says Samoham Sarvabhuteshu, but just like he protects his devotees, similarly, you should protect your obedient sons, though all are your sons. Like that, she's saying. If you ask, then my suffering can be relieved very easily by your mercy. This is explained in 4 verses 14, 15, 16, 17. Just as the Supreme Lord, though equal to all, serves his devotee, you, though equal to all your sons, should protect Indra and others who are devoted to you so much. So, like that. So, though everyone is your son, but there is some problem to Devatas who are much devoted to you. You need to protect them. Like that, she is telling. She is not telling because they are my children, you should protect. She is telling that because they are obedient, they should be protected. In that way, she is telling. तस्मात् तस्माद् ईश भजन्त्या मे
तस्मादीश भजन्त्या मे
श्रेयश्चिन्तय सुव्रता
श्रेयश्चिन्तय सुव्रता
हृतश्रियो हृतस्तानान्
ऋतश्रियो ऋतस्नातानान्
सपत्नै पाहि न प्रभो.
सपत्नै पाहि ना प्रभो. Therefore, most gentle Lord, kindly favor your maidservant. We have now been deprived of our opulence and residence by our competitors, the demons. Kindly give us protection.
Hmm. Therefore, O Lord, think of the welfare of your obedient servants. O man of vows, O Ratadari, O Master, please protect our places whose wealth has been stolen by the demons. So, what was the problem? What happened to your children? The demons deprived us of our positions, possessions, everything they have stolen away. So, please protect us. Like that, she is indicating. She uses the plural to indicate herself and her sons. Even though her sons were completely deprived of their positions, she says, including me, we are all deprived of our positions and possessions. Please protect us. Like that, she's saying. परैर्विवासिता साहं
परैर्विवासिता साहं
मग्ना व्यसनसागरे
मग्ना व्यसनसागरे
ऐश्वर्यं श्रीर्यशस्ताना
ऐश्वर्यं श्रीर्यशस्थानं
हृतानि प्रबलैर्मम.
घृतानि प्रबलैर्मम. The demons are formidably powerful. The demons are formidably powerful enemies, have taken away our opulence, our beauty, our fame, and even our residence. Indeed, we have now been exiled, and we are drowning in an ocean of trouble.
Hmm. Whatever was the situation of our children, she is speaking. That is my situation. Like that, she is saying. The Asuras, our formidable, powerful enemies, have taken away our opulence, our beauty, our fame, even our residence. We have now been exiled and we are drowning in an ocean of trouble. So, like that, she is reporting to her husband who was away performing tapasya. He does not know what all happened. So, she is informing her. She is not informing him. तथा तानि पुनः साधो
यथा तानि पुनः साधो
प्रपद्येरन्महात्मजा
प्रपद्येन ममात्मज
मजा तथा विदेहि कल्याणम्
तथा वेदेहि कल्याणम्
दिया कल्याणकृत्तमा.
Diya Kalyana Krittama. Translation. O best of sages, best of all those who grant auspicious benedictions, please consider our situation and bestow upon my sons the benedictions by which they can regain what they have lost.
Hmm. O best of sages, O supreme benefactor, please create auspiciousness by your intelligence so that the devatas can regain what they have lost. My children who rightfully got the positions and possessions of seven, but now they lost everything. Please do something so that they are reinstated in their own positions. That is the request of Aditi unto Kashyapa. Now Kashyapa requests Aditi to perform Payovrata to please Lord Vishnu, because I cannot do anything much. You have to worship Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu can do something to you. In that tone, he speaks. Sri Shuka Uvacha
श्रीशुक उवाच
एवम् अभ्यर्थितोदित्या
एवम् अभ्यर्थितोदित्या
कस्तामाह स्मयन् इव
कस्तामाह स्मयन्निव
अहो माया बलं विष्णो
अहो मायाबलं विष्णु
स्नेहबद्धम् इदं जगत्.
स्नेहबद्धमिदं जगत्. Shukadeva Goswami continued. When Kashyap Muni was thus requested by Aditi, he slightly smiled. Alas, he said, how powerful is the illusory energy of Lord Vishnu, by which the entire world is bound by affection for children.
Hmm. So before answering, he is kind of expressing astonishment. See, personality like Diti expresses a me and my children, that is expected. She is bodily conscious. But Aditi is supposed to be spiritually oriented. She should not be thinking so much about me and my children like that. So in that tone, he is speaking. When Kashyapa Muni was thus requested by Aditi, he slightly smiled and spoke. Alas, the entire world is bound by affection, the strength of Lord Vishnu's Maya. So, see how Lord Vishnu's Maya functions. Even personality like Aditi also thinking about, worried about the welfare of her children. Sneha Pasham. So, in that way, Sneha Baddham or Sneha Pasham, we can say. Kha means Kashyapa. He appeared to smile, but actually did not. So, if he smiles, his wife will feel, she will cry immediately. So, he appeared as if smiling slightly. He was pained internally by her suffering. Matlab, he was also concerned about the situation, but at the same time, he was thinking that, see, the nature of this world, even a person of high caliber is also worried about one's own near and dear. So, like that. This is the Lord's Maya, power of Lord's Maya. He further continues, Kva deho bhautiko natma,
स्वादेहो भौतिको नात्मा
kvachatma prakrite paraha,
क्वचात्मा प्रकृते परा
kasya ke pati putradya,
कस्य के पतिपुत्राद्य
moha eva hi karanam.
मोह एव हि कारणम्. Translation. Kashyap Muni continued, what is this material body made up of 5 elements? It is different from the spirit soul. Indeed, the spirit soul is completely different from the material elements from which the body is made. But because of bodily attachment, one is regarded as a husband or son. This illusory relationships are caused by misunderstanding.
If somebody asks, hey, what is this? Mother naturally will have affection for children. You are adding philosophy also to it. Why it is so problematic? Like that one may say. Then he says, the body made up of the elements is not the soul. The soul is different from the body, made up of matter. Who is the husband and who are the sons? Who? To whom do they belong to? Illusion is the cause of all these material affections. So, because He went for a tapasya. He performed long tapasya. He just returned. So he is speaking with a detachment tone. With the complete detachment, he is speaking. We are not the body. We are the spirit soul. For spirit soul, who is the father? Who is the mother? Who is wife? Who is husband? Who is the son? Who is father? Like that is asking. The jiva is different from the body made up of prakriti. So, so basically, of course, he will give solution also at the same time, since he just returned from the renunciation, tapasya, huge tapasya. Tapasya means generally there is the element of renunciation, and is expressing that element of renunciation. So in that way. Upatishtasva purusham.
Upatishtasva purusham.
Yes, Binit Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, Binit Prabhu, you raised your hand. You want to say, ask something? Upatishtasva purusham
Upatishtasva purusham.
bhagavantam janardanam
Bhagavantam Janardhanam.
sarvabhuta guhavasam
Sarvabhuta Guhavasam.
vasudevam jagadgurum.
Vasudevam Jagadgurum. Translation. My dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of everything, who can subdue everyone's enemies, and who sits within everyone's heart. Only that Supreme Person, Krishna or Vasudev, can bestow all auspicious benedictions upon everyone, for he is the spiritual master of the universe.
Mm. Aditi might say that, okay, thank you very much for all the renunciation talks. But whatever it is, there is problem. You try to understand that problem. So even though that is true, but when we are in this world, we need to see what is happening around us also. So please give some solution to the current problem. So then he said that no, I cannot offer any solution. Only Supreme Lord can offer solution. You please serve Supreme Lord. Worship the Supreme Lord, who will beg from his devotee. So now, by you giving different attributes to Supreme Lord, he is indicating what is going to happen in the future. Future में जो होने वाला everything is telling in advance only. उपतिष्ठस्व पुरुषम भगवंतम जनार्दनम सर्वभूत गुहावासम वासुदेवम जगद्गुरुम. Please worship the Supreme Lord, who will beg from his devotee, who will inspire Bali from the heart. Sarva Bhuta Guhavasam is situated in the heart of every person. He is also situated in the heart of Bali. So he will inspire Bali so that Bali himself will give up the heaven, and he himself will beg for Indra, who will appear in you when you are purified. And Vasudevam, the Supreme Lord will appear through you as your son when you become Vasudeva conscious. That means when your consciousness becomes Shuddha Sattva, then the Supreme Lord only will manifest as your son, and who will benefit the whole universe, Jagat Gurum. So, using all these words like Upatishtasva Purusham, Bhagavantam, Janardanam, Sarvabhuta Guhavasam, Vasudevam, Jagat Gurum, is indicating what is going to happen in the future. So, first, Upatishtasva Purusha means worship the Supreme Lord with pure mind, with pure heart. Again, he speaks to her since she is weeping out of affection for her son. As he was speaking so much renunciation, she was crying. After renunciation तो ठीक है, but क्या करे मेरा पुत्र तो they become shelterless. Being a mother, she was crying. Then he said, no, don't cry. Please worship the Supreme Lord. Upatishtasva Purusham. He is actually your husband. He is the original Purusha. You may think that I am your husband, but the original husband and original caretaker of all the living entities is Lord Vishnu. Therefore, worship him. I am not in a position to remove your suffering. Only he can remove your suffering. I am just the conventional husband. He is Bhagavan. He is the master of all the living entities. So, in that way, she is telling. He knows everything. Bhagavantam. He knows everything. What is going to happen, why things are happening the way he knows everything. He knows what to do also. He alone knows the method of auspiciousness for your sons. He can only bring good fortune to your sons and he gives pain to the enemy. Jana Ardana. So he can only take away the kingdom from Bali and cause pain to Asuras. He only can do that. The Lord alone can kill the demons. Janardana also means he who will beg from his devotee Bali for Indra's sake. This is the real meaning. Jana Ardana. So, for the sake of Indra, the Lord can go to the extent of begging from Bali Maharaj. Only he can do. I cannot do. Now I cannot go and tell Bali, hey Bali, you please give the kingdom to Indra. Like that, that much I cannot do. I don't have that much humility. But Lord has that much humility. He can do it. Because the Lord resides in everyone's hearts. He will inspire Bali from within to ignore his guru, Shukracharya. Vasudeva means, okay, because Bali can be defeated or the kingdom can be taken away from Bali only when his guru will become displeased with him. So, so Lord will inspire Bali to do something by which Shukracharya will be displeased. Only he can do it. And then Vasudeva means how does the Lord will do that? Why would Lord beg for Indra? The reason is Vasudeva means he who manifests himself in Shuddha Sattva consciousness. Therefore, purify your heart by bhakti and meditate on him. An ocean of mercy, he will then without delay appear before you. Because he is the Guru of the entire world, he will give benefit to you, me, Bali, Indra, and the entire world by making the Ganga appear. Jagat Gurum. He is always acting for the well-being of the entire universe. By when you worship him, when your heart becomes pure, he will appear as your son and he will appear before you and he will do good to all the entire universe. He will good to you, he will do good to me, he will do good to Bali, he will do good to Indra, he will do good to the entire universe by bringing Ganga down. So all these things will happen only if we worship Lord Vishnu. Please worship him. So like that, he is instructing his wife who was very much concerned about the welfare of her sons. So like that. So then he further says, Savidasati te kaman
Savidasyati
Savida,
te kaman
harer deenanukampanaha
हरैर्दीनानुकम्पनः
amoga bhagavad bhaktir
अमोघा भगवद्भक्तिर्
netarete matirmama.
नेतरेति मतिर्मम. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is very merciful to the poor, will fulfill all of your desires, for devotional service unto him is infallible. Any method other than devotional service is useless. That is my opinion.
Hmm. The Supreme Lord, remover of suffering, who is very merciful to the poor, will fulfill all your desires. For devotional service unto him cannot fail. Any method other than bhakti is useless. That is my opinion. If you worship him with pure bhakti, the Lord definitely will take away all your sufferings. So, like that, he indicated. So, he said, worship Supreme Lord. Definitely. She will be happy to worship, but she want to know how specifically the Lord should be worshipped for this purpose. And then the details will unfold. Any questions till now? Hare
No,
Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
everyone.
Prabhuji.
Ah,
Prabhuji, like it means when I was reading these incidents or hearing Prabhuji, like I always feel that means because we as a sadhaka also have a lot of attachment for the children.
hmm,
And means we see that even the demigod's mother also has so much attachment for her children like that.
hmm.
So I was thinking that means how what applies means what Kashyap Muni told her that applies to her means us also, that whenever we feel lamentation like that, we should apply these advice given by Kashyap Muni in our lives also.
No, but see, it is very difficult. We are not in that highest elevated state. It is natural. The affection for the near and dear is quite natural. We cannot remove that. Even Kunti Maharani also finally she herself says that Imam
Sneha
Pasham
Pasha. Yeah.
Imam Chindi. So Pandushu Vishnushu. Please remove my attachment towards Pandavas and Vishnu. That should come on one's own. It cannot come by somebody else's instruction. So especially in the time of difficulty, it is very difficult. When everything is good, we can hear these instructions. Okay, okay, very nice instructions. But in
Yeah.
difficulty, we cannot follow. For that, oneself, one should become matured enough. Then one can say this.
Yeah, and our surrender should increase to that level to means
Hmm.
what is been told here now, that Lord is the benefactor of everything,
Hmm.
everyone, and He will do good to bring auspiciousness to everyone.
Hmm.
Not only your children but to the whole world. That kind of that complete faith, if it is there, then I think we will not be so much disturbed with the whatever negativity when it comes, like seeming negativity like that. And
Yeah.
here also, Prabhuji, like means Kashyap Muni's what we say, the situation and how he deals with the situations is also very interesting to understand and learn, because she is asking something means because Indra is also in a sense Indra is Kashyap Muni's son. At the same time, Bali Maharaj is also from his lineage only, na Kashyapa's lineage, like so.
Great grandson.
Yeah, so she is asking for something means her co-sisters' children, they are to be removed from the place, and her children should be placed in that. So it is kind of a difficult situation. But we saw in Diti's case also how he dealt so nicely and told her to do the vrata and worship of the Lord, so that her means her purification of the heart happened, rather than just having to get what she wanted. And here also we are seeing in Aditi's case also same advice is giving now, like
Hmm.
so. So it's
Yes,
very,
that is true. Of course. Kashyapa, he made once mistake. So second time he did not do that mistake. Second time onwards, he is very much alert in giving solution. So that we can see Kashyapa's example. Yes, that is true. So
thank
let's continue.
yeah, thank
Other
you.
devotees, anybody has any question?
No,
No,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Sri Aditir Uvacha.
May I ask
See,
a question?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Uh, Prabhuji, I was just thinking that in this example, like as Mataji was saying, that Aditi was actually wanting the good for her kids, and Diti was anyways her co-sister, like her sister, and her
Hmm.
grandson had acquired the entire kingdom. So, like I was comparing with Kunti Maharani, like is it like, can we compare these personalities ever? Like that thought came in my mind, that what kind of personality is
You are
Kunti Maharani, where she could very wonderfully handle her co-wives' sons as her own sons. And here, in this case, like it is the sister itself, but still, Aditi was feeling that desire that her children have to be, brought back to the position. So, in spite of that, then after purification, then Lord becomes her son. But that I mean, my mind is comparing. I don't know why this has come, but just because the discussion was going. So, uh, can we think that these are, I mean, considering the qualities of these two characters like Kunti Maharani and Aditi, uh, uh, what kind of comparison can we do in that for this particular incident?
no. See, even apparently we may think that okay, Aditi seems to be more selfish than Kunti Maharani. Not like that. Diti's case, she had personal vengeance. She was really competitive, comparative. Initially, she wanted to have children because her co-wives had children. They are in big positions. As a result of that, she hell bent upon Kasyapa to give her children immediately. First time. Even second time
Hmm.
also, she served him very nicely, but with a ill motive. That is to kill, to get a son who can kill Indra. But somehow, just like she tricked him, he also tricked her. You need to serve Lord Vishnu. If you do any mistake, your result will be futile. So in that way, he also tricked her. But ultimately, the result was positive, and she was also happy, whatever it is. But in the case of Aditi, she is not having some unacceptable desire. It is natural. It was her sons who are authorized to be the Indra.
Hmm.
It is not that she want suddenly my son should become Indra. Not like that. He was already Indra because of some
Hmm.
circumstantial reason. He was defeated. See, if somebody is defeated and he was given some place to stay, that is fine. He is wandering, homeless, foodless, shelterless. That is really pathetic. She was just concerned about that pathetic situation. She can't meet her sons. For no reason, it happened. So that's why she was concerned about it, and she said, "Please, please, if you can do something," because she approached her husband because her husband is related to everyone. So she is not like Diti. She is not insisting you should do something. She is only submissively asking. See, you are the father of all the children, and it is your responsibility to make sure that all your children are faring well. For Bali, for Asuras, they have their own places. Devatas will never encroach upon the property of Asuras. They never did it. But here, Asuras headed by Bali, they encroached upon the property of Devatas completely without leaving even a single penny. So she is not complaining, she is not criticizing, she is only expressing her concern that you, being the father of all, you make sure for the welfare of all. So she is just updating or informing what all happened. So that's all. So like that we can understand.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hmm. In the case of Kunti Maharani, her situation itself is different because she has no one else to take care. She is a widowed person. Only her shelter is her sons, and her sons are forced to leave everything and go to forest for 13 years, during which she was told to be under the care of Dhritarashtra. So her situation is like a compulsory situation. She has no other alternative. But being a gentle woman, she never expressed her aggression towards Dhritarashtra or Dhritarashtra's wife Gandhari because she knew, just like she is helpless, Gandhari and Dhritarashtra were also helpless. Bhishma is helpless. Vidura is helpless. Everyone is helpless. All the old people were all helpless in Hastinapur. No one can do anything. Only a person can do something is Krishna. So every day she was praying to Lord Krishna. And her prayers bore fruit after 13 years. She does not want to go against the destiny. Destiny allowed the Pandavas to go for forest for 13 years. She accepted it. She never said that it should be cut down to 1 year or it should be it should be reversed. No. Fine. They had to go for 13 years, but let there be auspiciousness afterwards. That was our prayer. Lord Krishna heard our prayers and then he did the needful. What Lord Vamana will do for Aditi, same thing Lord Krishna did for Kunti Maharani. But following the natural course of the time, they did not want to change the destiny. So in that way we can see. So in this way, both Kunti Maharani and Aditi, they are not, even though apparent appears to be so, they are so personally concerned, they are worried about their own well-being. No. The well-being of their children is directly connected to the well-being of the entire universe. In that way, their desire is not completely personal, but their desire is universal. So there is nothing wrong. That's why, even though apparent seems to be so familial, Krishna helped Kunti Maharani, Lord Vishnu helped Aditi. So that way we can see both are of same situation.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much.
Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, what you were explaining just now, like Krishna or Lord Vamana helped the respective devotees, Aditi and Kunti, but in course of means along with the destiny part of it, taking care of that. So, like, what is the role of destiny, Prabhuji, in the devotee's life? Like all these are pure devotees. And
Ah,
when Lord Himself wants to help some devotee, pure devotee, what is the role of destiny and what is destiny actually?
see, in a layman language, whether one may be a devotee or non-devotee, one need to follow karma principle. One gets as per one's karma. For people in general, sometimes Lord only orchestrates a drama through some devotees, as if the devotee did some karma and is going through karmic reactions to show to the world, to teach the world. So somebody may say this is Pandavas are karmically so bad, that's why they have to go through all these mistakes. Pandavas beho, Bhishma beho, here Indra beho. What was the mistake of these people? Why they were supposed to go through all this? Yes, there may be a mistake, we don't know. Even if there is no mistake also, still Lord uses Lord's his own devotees to teach to the entire universe. Even though you are my devotee, if there is a mistake on your part, you have to accept the consequences. So we should not expect being a devotee, so many miracles should happen in our life.
No, not miracles, Prabhuji. Yes, I do understand that means in devotee's life, whatever the karmic reactions are will be given by the Lord and not by the Maya to reform the devotee so that devotee comes very quickly to the lotus feet of Lord. That will be arranged by the Lord. That is understood. But like means many times here also we talked about the time. Na? That time is not, Brihaspati said to demigods that your time is not favorable.
Hmm.
So when the time will become favorable, then Bali will do the mistake to means he will insult the Brahmanas and again you will get your kingdom like that. So what is this time factor, Prabhuji? Means when we say the Lord says Kalos means he is
Hmm.
only Kala. And then what is that Kala? I think we had discussed this earlier also, but I have not clearly understood still that what this time is.
Seventh
Yeah,
canto, first chapter,
yeah,
kindly remember. Hmm. See, universe need to be maintained. Yes?
yes.
Who will maintain the universe? Who is responsible to maintain the universe?
I
The
think
appointed demigods.
No. Shrodakshay Vishnu.
Okay.
Hirudakshay.
It is a direct responsibility of Shrodakshay Vishnu. Devatas will assist in that activity. They are all assistants. So
Yeah.
now, the Lord maintains the universe in two ways. One is by his personal intervention. Other one is he created a automatic system which itself will maintain things in general. There is a automatic system that itself will take care, because he don't have to involve in day in day out in each and everything. He already set up a rules and regulations. The rules and regulations will take care of the natural course of action results. That process will be taken care. That is called destiny. You can call destiny, you can kala, you can call it as kala, you can call it as karma, you can call it as dharma, or you can call it as nyaya. Whatever name you may give, there are set of rules which will govern the ongoing nature of the universe. That is automatic. वो अपने आप चलता रहेगा, अपने आप होता रहेगा. Somebody judiciary may oversee it, somebody may not oversee it. Things will happen. For example, somebody does a mistake. Whether the king may punish or may not punish, Yamaraj may punish, may not punish, but the material nature or kala or karma definitely will punish. Sometimes the punishment will come immediately through the king. Sometimes the punishment may come little later through Yamaraja. Other times punishment will come in the next life through one's karma, kala, or destiny, whatever you may say. जो अपने आप हो जाता है उसको हम डेस्टिनी कहते हैं. But sometimes Lord personally intervenes and settles the matter. That is the second part. That's where we see Lord's involvement. That will happen only when somebody surrenders to Lord. When somebody surrenders to Lord, Lord will personally come and help him. If even no one surrenders to Lord, अपना अपना कर्म के अनुसार अपना अपना फल भोगना पड़ेगा. That is destiny. So now, whether from Indra's point of view, whether he has done some mistake or not, we don't know. But from Bali's point of view, he performed two things. One thing, he pleased his guru. Second thing, he performed yajna. So pleasing guru, he received blessings. Performing yajna also, he will receive blessings. So, so blessings are there. But how you want to utilize those blessings? He want to dethrone Indra and sit on the throne of Indra. So it is like that. So blessing is like you have been given some Lakshmi. How you want to utilize that Lakshmi? It is your own desire. So Bali utilize those uh, results in this way. As a result of that, since he has taken the position and power of Indra, Indra became powerless, positionless. So now, from Bali's point of view, everything is happening properly. He has done some good karma, he has received blessings, and he is getting the fruit. But what was the mistake of Indra? Why he is put into this mistake? Why he was thrown out of the kingdom? Why he was wandering from tree to tree? That exactly we don't know here. It could be a result of the remote karma. It could be the result of recent karma. That we don't know exactly.
Prabhuji, but like when we were studying the cosmology, that time we had discussed now that this karma part means it acts only in the Bharat Varsha. The other Varsha, it is only spending of the whatever pious activities, but not any generation of karma. So, like Indra being the king of the demigods, how the karma will be there for him?
Then why was he defeated? See, it is not that karma is not working any elsewhere. See, the way it works, the way it operates is different from ours and there. At our place, every minute activity is scrutinizingly verified. In their place, it may not be that much scrutiny is there. So, karma principle is applicable everywhere. We did not say that it is not there. But since it is called karma bhumi, it is more scrutinizingly observed here. Other places, it may not be so much. The way rules govern there is a little different. So in that way, it is not completely nullified, but it is not exactly same. It will be different. That's why we have to understand.
Because my idea was till now, after hearing the cosmology lectures, that those are the places like even the Bhauma Swarga or the actual Swarga and those places where whatever pious deed one has done, so expenditure of that only will happen. But even if they perform the pious deeds over there or they worship the Supreme Lord, no good karmas will be generated because that is not the karma bhava. Is it the
No,
right
no. See, see,
understanding or
see, see.
wrong?
Wait. Don't apply this rule to everyone. This rule is applicable to those who have been to upper planets from Bharatavarsha. Somebody did some pious karma in Bharatavarsha and they go to heavenly places as a tourist. Such kind of people, they only enjoy. What new things they will do for them?
No, but that means for being there, if they perform some pious activities also or worship the Lord also, still
See,
they will
for
not generate a good
somebody,
karma.
somebody who has gone as a tourist, why would they do all these things? Why would they work hard there? Somebody went on tour. Why would they do all these things? After going to tour, also one will work for office.
I mean, performing good karma is not like performing some office activity and provision. It's a
No. What do you
out
mean
of
by good
one's
karma?
nature one does.
What do you mean by good karma? Itself is good karma. So for the local people is a different thing. When Bharatavarsha thing is being spoken, that is for those people who go from Bharatavarsha to heaven. So from that comparison between these two people. So that's how it is mentioned. We also said the local people are all performing bhakti, like Prahlad Maharaj, Bhudevi, Hanumanji. The local people they are performing bhakti perfectly. In the midst of all
So
the
they
opulence
are
they are performing.
acquiring the pious credit of that Prabhuji. It is only for those who go from other
Hmm.
Bharat Varsha to those Varshas or the heaven. They only will not be generating more further good karmas there like that.
See, it is not like that. Kindly don't misunderstand. The point here is when somebody goes on excursion, why would one want to go to Pitraloka or Sargaloka? To enjoy. You've gone there to enjoy, then after going there also, why you work hard? Why you perform tapasya?
But Prabhuji, like serving the Lord is a sthayi bhava of the jivana. Means why it will be
See,
taken.
again, you are mixing. I told this many times. Don't expect everyone to be like that. If somebody is going to Sarga means why they are going first of all. If somebody want to serve the Lord, they can serve here only. What is the need to go to Sarga? Sargapavarka narakeshu apitulyat darshanam. The devotees on their own, they will never choose to go to Swarga. Na Swargam, na Punarbhavam. They don't even aspire for liberation. Then what to speak of going to Swarga? Somebody gone to Swarga means they wanted to go to Swarga. They had that desire to go there for the purpose of having high standard of life. Such kind of people don't do any karma there. So that's why they don't have any karmic repercussions. They will simply spend money what they have in their pocket. When the money is over, they come back. But local
Okay.
people, they are conscious. Local people do things. If they do mistake, they have to go through the consequences. And local people are devotees, then they perform bhakti at their personal sadhana. And they also have some service. The devatas are all staying in the heaven. They have service to maintain the entire universe. That itself is their bhakti. They keep doing it. They will not miss that. But visitors, वो थोड़ा सा टाइम पास करके आगे आगे वापस आएंगे. Okay,
Okay.
but anyway, it
Okay.
is going away. We'll just go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
Sri Aditi Ruvacha
Aditiruvacha
Kenaham Vidina Brahman
Kenaham vidina Brahman
Upastasye Jagatpatim
Upasthase Jagatpatim
Yata me Satya Sankalpo
Yatha me Satya Sankalpo
Vidadhyasa Manoratam
Vidata se Manoratham
Adishatvam Dijashreshta
Adishastvam Dija Shrestha
Vidim Tad Upadavanam
Viditam Upadahavam Vamanam
Asutusyati me Deva
Ashutushyati me deva
Sidantya Sahaputrakai.
Didantya Saputrake. Translation. Srimati Aditi said, O Brahmana, tell me the regulative principles by which I may worship the Supreme Master of the world, so that the Lord will be pleased with me and fulfill my desires. Text 23. Translation. O best of Brahmanas, kindly instruct me in the perfect method of worshipping the Supreme Personality of God in devotional service, by which the Lord may be soon Lord may very soon be pleased with me and save me along with my sons from this most dangerous condition.
So here Aditi is asking. So when Kashyapa suggested that you need to worship Lord Vishnu, he can do something. Then she is asking how to worship Lord Vishnu. Oh Brahmana, tell me the rules by which I may worship the Master of the world, so that the Lord who fulfill the desire will fulfill all my desires. O best of the Brahmanas, kindly instruct me in the method of worshipping the Lord, so that he will be quickly satisfied with me. Now lamenting because of my sons. So please tell me a special process of worship by which the Lord can be quickly satisfied. In the case of Aditi, Kashyapa gave 1 year vrata, Pumshavana vrata. But in the case of Aditi, he will give only 12 days Payovrata. Because she is asking, please tell me a vrata by which the Lord will be quickly pleased with me. Because Aditi's desire is not so personal. Her desire is for the well-being of the entire universe. So for that reason, even Kashyapa was also concerned about the well-being of the entire universe. He gave her a quick vrata, Payovrata, which will last for 12 days only. Now Kashyapa will instruct about the process. First, he will talk about what is this vrata, and then he will talk about how to perform that vrata. Sri Kashyapa Uvacha
Sri
Srikash,
Kashyapa Vacha
Etanme Bhagavan Prushta
Etanme Bhagavan Prushta
Praja Kamasya Padmaja
Praja Kamasya Padmaja
Yadahate Pravakshyami
Yadahate Pravakshami
Vratam Keshavatoshanam
Vratam Keshavatoshanam
Palgunasyamale Pakshe
Falgunasyamale Pakshe
Dvadasaham Payovratam
Vadashaham Payovratam
Archayed Aravindaksham
Archayed Aravindaksham
Bhaktya Paramayanvitaha.
Bhaktya Paramayanvita. Sri Kashyapa Muni said, when I desired offspring, I placed inquiries before Lord Brahma, who is born from a lotus. Now I shall explain to you the same process Lord Brahma instructed me, by which Keshava, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is satisfied. In the bright fortnight of the month of Falguna, February and March, for 12 days ending with Dvadashi, one should observe the vow of subsisting only on milk, and should worship the lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead with all devotion.
Hmm. So then Kashyapa said that no problem. When I was made as Prajapati, I was instructed by Brahma to beget children who will take care of the universe and will proceed it further and further. I requested Brahma, please instruct me, please give me a process by which I can fulfill your desire. Then Lord Brahma instructed me on this Payovrata. I performed Payovrata and then followed the instruction of Brahma. As a result of that, I begot children who will carry forward the legacy and taking care of the responsibility of taking care of the entire universe. So that's how he said. Then what is that Vrata is known as? That Vrata is known as Payovrata, and when it should be performed, it should be performed in the Amala Paksha of Palguna. Amala Paksha means bright fortnight of Falguna. So that is Falguna Shukla Paksha. How long it should be performed? Dvadasha Aham for 12 days. What it is called? It is called Payovratam. Why it is called Payovratam? So Archaye Aravindaksham Bhaksha Paramayanvita. So one should worship Lord Aravinda, the lotus side Lord, only with milk preparations. One should only eat milk preparations. With that, one should worship the Lord for these 12 days in the bright fortnight of the Falguna month, starting from Pratipad all the way up to Dwadashi. And today is Dwadashi, by the way. Payovrata means to perform a vow taking only milk or milk products. Tinivalyam mrudalipya
Sinivalyam mridalipya
snayat krodha vidhirnayam
Nayat kroda vidirnaya
यदि लभ्यते वै श्रोतसि
Yadi labhyet vai shrotasi
एतं मन्त्रम् उदीरयेत्.
etam mantram udhirayet.
Okay.
If dirt dug up by a boar is available on the day of the dark moon, one should smear this dirt on his body and then bathe in a flowing river. While bathing, one should chant the following mantra.
Hmm. On the Amavasya day, the next day Falguna will begin. The previous day on the day of Amavasya in the late evening, one should find out the dug, one should find out the dirt which is dug up by a boar, and then apply it all over the body and take bath in a river and chant the following mantra. This is like preparation before the starting of the vow. Vow will begin next day morning. In the previous evening, this should be done. So on the day of the dark moon. So in that way. This describes the action on the day before beginning the vow. On the dark moon day, that is Amavasya, one should smear the body with earth dug up by a boar, if available, and bathe in a river if available. The phrase if available serves both phrases like the eyeball of a crow. So here, yadi labhyeta, if available, if possible. That means there is a possibility that some places is very difficult to get, like a wild boar digging a place and getting that mud. It may not be possible, and it is not that everyone lives on the bank of a river. If possible, that is good. If not possible, also one can perform the vrata. That possibility is given. And this is compared to a nyaya. That nyaya is called Kaka Golakakshi Nyaya. What is this? The crow is said to have one eyeball and moves it from left to right to right whenever required. Similarly, one phrase can be applied to two items where required in the sentence. So there is only one Yadi Labhyata, but there are two things. So there is mud, there is bathing, a river. So for both it can be applied. So if both are there, good, at least one. If none of them are there, also good. So in that way.
Hare Krishna
Swa-
Prabhuji, what is that Nyaya? Kaka
uh,
Goa?
see, Kaka Gola Kakshi Nyaya. It seems that crow has only eyeball, but two eyes. Eyes are there on both the sides. When it want to see the right side, the eyeball will come to the right and it will see. When it want to the left side, the eyeball will go to left and it will see from the left.
Oh,
Because
okay.
one eye was removed from by Lord Rama. In the Ramayana, when Mother Sita and Rama were in the forest, that Jayanta will come and prick Mother Sita by becoming a crow. Then Lord Rama released Brahmastra by taking a grass. That Brahmastra destroyed one eye of the crow. Since then, all the crows are having only one eye. They don't have two eyeballs. The two eyes
Okay.
are there on both the sides, but inside there is no eyeball. Both eyes will not have eyeballs. So in that way.
Okay. Okay.
तो एक ही
Thank
दोनों
you.
तरफ से इधर उधर घूमता है, उधर से देखते हैं, इधर से देखते हैं. So in that way.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
त्वं देवि आदिवराहेण
त्वं देवी आदिवराहेण
रसाया स्थानमिच्छता
रसाया स्थानमिच्छता
उद्ध्रासि नमस्तुभ्यम् उद्धृतासि नमस्तुभ्यम्
उद्धृतासि नमस्तुभ्यं
पाप्मानं पाप्मानं मे प्रणश्यसि.
पाप्मानं मे प्रणाशय.
Sorry.
O Mother Earth, you were raised by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of a boar because of your desiring to have a place to stay. I pray that you kindly vanquish all the reactions of my sinful life. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
In the previous verse, it said that if possible, try to collect some mud which was dug by a wild boar. So mud, wild boar. In दोनों को connection में, because that mud is used to smear all over the body after that bathing is done. So bathing and smearing with the dust is all for purification. So that mantra connected to that is being read here. Oh, Mother Earth, you were raised from the bottom of the universe by Varaha, who desired a place. I pray that you kindly vanquish all my sins. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Thus, he speaks 9 mantras starting with an invitation to Supreme Lord. The first prayer unto Bhudevi and also Lord Varaha, who rescued Bhudevi. Nivartitatma niyamo
निवर्तात्मनि नियमो
devam archay samahitaha
देवम् अर्चित समाहित
archayam shandile surye
अर्चायां शण्डले सूर्ये
jale vahno guravapi.
जले वाहनो अपि. Translation. Thereafter one should perform his daily spiritual duties and then, with great attention, offer worship to the deities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and also to the altar, the sun, water, fire, and the spiritual master.
So, while taking bath, one should chant this prayer. After bath is over, then one should worship the Supreme Lord in his various manifestations. After performing the daily duties with great attention, one should worship the Lord in the deity, in the earth, of the fire pit, in the sun, in water, in fire, and in the Guru. Basically, one should worship all these personalities every day. After completing morning oblations, after taking bath, one should worship the deity of the Lord, one should worship Bhudevi, one should worship Yajna, one should worship Surya, one should worship Jala, one should worship fire, and one should worship the Guru. So Guru means Brahmanas here. Then the further prayers. Namastubhyam Bhagavate
Namastubhyam Bhagavate
Purushaya Mahiyase
Purushaya Mahiyase
Sarvabhuta Nivasaya
Sarvabhuta Nivasaya
Vasudevaya Sakshine
Vasudevaya Sakshine
Namo Vyaktaya Sukshmaya
Namo Vektaya Sukshmaya
Pradana Purushaya Cha
Pradhana Purushaya Cha
Chaturvimshat Gunajnaya
Chaturvimshat Gunajnaya
Guna Sankhya Nahetave.
Guna Sankhya Hetave. Translation: O Supreme Personality of Godhead, greatest of all, who lives in everyone's heart and in whom everyone lives, O witness of everything, O Vasudev, supreme and all pervading person, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the Supreme Person, being very subtle. You are never visible to material eyes. You are the knower of the 24 elements, and you are the inaugurator of the Sankhya Yoga system.
Hmm. I offer respects to, in the previous verse, he already offered obeisances to Bhudevi and Lord Varaha. Now he is offering obeisance to other deities. I offer respects to the Supreme Lord, the greatest person, the who resides in all beings, Vasudeva, the witness of everything, and who is invisible, fine, the Supreme Person, the knower of 24 qualities of the Vaisheshikas, the cause of the Sankhya. So these are all different attributes of the Lord. 24 qualities such as form are propounded by the Vaisheshika philosophers, or it can refer to the 24 elements of Sankhya philosophy. Both Vaisheshika and Sankhya talk about 24 elements. So the Lord who appeared in this propounding to these philosophies, दोनों को मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ, like that is telling. You are the knower of this philosophy. You are the originator of Sankhya scriptures. Guna Sankhya Hetave. Like Lord Kapila. I offer obeisance to Lord Kapila, who is the speaker of Sankhya, Bhagavad Sankhya. So like that is telling. Then further prayers. Namo Dvishirshne Tripade
नमो द्वेषीर्ष्णे त्रिपदे
Chatushrungaya Tantave
चतुश्रृंगाय तन्तवे
Saptahasaya Yajnaya
सप्तहस्ताय यज्ञाय
Trayi Vidhyatmane Namaha.
त्रयी विद्यात्मने नमः. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have two heads, Prayaniya and Udayaniya, three legs, Savana Traya, four horns, the four Vedas, and seven hands, the seven Chandas, such as Gayatri. I offer my obeisances unto you, whose heart and soul are the three Vedic rituals, Karma Kand, Jnana Kand, and Upasana Kand, and who expand these rituals in the form of sacrifice.
Hmm. So the Lord seen as Veda Purusha and Yajna Purusha. So I'm offering obeisances to the Veda Purusha and obeisances to Yajna Purusha. That is being indicated here. I offer my respect obeisances unto you, the Supreme Lord, who bestows the results of sacrifice. The Lord with two heads, three legs, four horns, and seven hands, and to the soul of the three types of knowledge. Respects are offered to the Gunavataras in three verses. Respects are first offered to Lord Vishnu in the form of sacrifice described in Vedic mantra, Yajna Purusha. He bestowed the results of sacrifice. He the soul of three types of knowledge or scriptures. The mantra describing Lord Vishnu is the excellent Lord with four arms, 3 feet, two heads, seven hands, bound 3 times, roaring loudly, entered the mankind. Yaksha explained that the 4 hands are the 4 Vedas. The 3 feet are the 3 periods of the day, morning, afternoon, evening. The 2 heads are the introductory and concluding portions of the yajna. The 7 hands are the 7 Vedic meters. Anushtup, Trishtup, Jagati, Bruhati, and Gayatri, etc. The 3 elements bound up the mantra portion of the Vedas. The 3 elements bound up are the mantra portions of the Vedas, the Brahmana portion and the Kalpa portion. The three elements which are binding up is mantra portions of the Vedas, Brahmana portions of the Vedas, Kalpa portions of the Vedas. So basically, as Mataji read, Karmakanda, Jnanakanda, and Upasana Kanda. So in that way, one chants using the Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda. So these 3 Vedas also can indicate. One invoke the Lord by the Rigveda, perform sacrifice by Yajurveda, and praise the Lord by Samaveda. So Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda also can indicate. Karmakanda, Jnanakanda, Upasana can indicate. The mantras portion of the Vedas, the Brahmana portions of the Vedas, portions and Kalpa portions of the Vedas. All these things are indicated in this.
Hare
So
Krishna.
basically, one second. Basically, the Lord as the Yajna Purusha, the Lord, the personification of the Yajna, is glorified in this verse. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, 3 types of knowledge means all these three you were explaining, that only is referred to as 3 types of knowledge.
Yes. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda. These are actually the 3 elements bound up with the 3 elements with which we perform yajna. So they are mantra portion of the Vedas, Brahmana portion of the Vedas, Kalpa portion of the Vedas. So they refers to Karmakanda, Jnanakanda, Upasanakanda. Or one can also say one chants using the Rigveda, Yajurveda, and Samaveda. The 3 refers to Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda. Or one invoke the Lord by Rigveda, performs yajna by Yajurveda, praise the Lord by Samaveda. So these are in different ways to see same thing.
Atharva Veda is not considered, Prabhuji, as a means why only 3
I
Vedas?
don't know, but there could be some reason. Those who know Vedas, they know about it better.
Okay. And
Hmm.
Prabhuji, all these vratas, na, like what Kashyap Muni is explaining to his wives, like for Diti also he explained that particular vrata. Now here the Payovrata. All these are given in the Vedas, Prabhuji.
Yes. They are personally given by Brahma only. Now he told na Brahmaji only gave me this. I am telling you, do it.
Okay,
So they
that means
must
I
be given
was
in
trying
Vedas.
to understand. Yeah, that they must be in some scriptures, so must be in the
Hmm.
Vedas. Na?
Yes.
Okay,
Even
thank you.
today also, whatever Vrata was given to our Diti, that Vamshavana Vrata, that is there. Even today also it is there. In the 16 Shodacha Samskaras, there is one Samskara is Pumshavana Samskara.
Yeah.
That is same. In a smaller version, but is same. In one sense, that Pumshavana Samskara is to, when I read that Samskara book, it is said that this Samskara will be performed so that the parents will have a son. Even until that samskara being performed, if the child in the womb is a daughter, they can change the gender to male
Oh,
by this Pumshavana samskara. Yes.
like this is like magic only, Prabhuji. It sounds like, means at a science level, if you try to understand how the genes will change and how the, like that, all that things start coming in the mind. But yeah, means if it is written in the Vedic thing, that must be true. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Pumshavana samskara means it is a samskara performed to get a son. So
okay.
it is like that. Because Pumsha is son, male. Pumsha or Purusha is like male. So in that way, it is done like that.
So whatever people perform nowadays, Prabhuji, does that also has that much potency, like what you're
Not
saying that?
exactly. To whatever extent one performs, to that extent one gets the results.
Okay, okay,
So in that way, we can understand.
okay. Thank you so much.
Namah Shivaya Rudraya.
Namah Shivaya Rudraya.
Namah Shakti Cha.
Namah Shaktidharaya Cha.
Sarva Vidyadipataye.
Sarva Vidyatipataye.
Bhutanam Pataye Namaha.
Bhutanam Pataye Namaha.
Namo Hiranyagarbhaya.
Namo Hiranyagarbhaya.
Pranaya Jagadatmane.
Pranaya Jagadatmane.
Yogaishwarya Shariraya.
Yogeshwaryaye Shariraya.
Namaste Yoga Hetave.
Namaste Yoga Hetave. Translation, text 32. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, Lord Shiva or Rudra, who are the reservoirs of all potencies, the reservoir of all knowledge, and the master of everyone. Text 33. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are situated as Hiranyagarbha, the source of life, the super soul at every living entity. Your body is the source of the opulence of all mystic power. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
Here, the worship is also done for Rudra. I offer my respectable obeisances unto you as Shiva or Rudra, who are the reservoir of all potencies, the Lord of all knowledge, and the Master of everyone. I offer respectable obeisances unto you, who are situated as Brahma, the Sutratma, the soul of the entire universe, whose body is made up of power of yoga, and who are the source of yoga. In the previous verses, there is direct worship of Vishnu. Now, there is a worship of. So, especially the previous verse is about Yajnamurti. So, Yajnamurti is the one who is maintaining the entire universe. Sometime back I told na, the Lord had established the autonomous process by which the maintenance will be done. Maintenance of the universe. The maintainer is called Yajnamurti, the physical process of Yajna, by which the maintenance will be done automatically. So that is maintenance. Then destruction is by Rudra, creation is by Brahma. So in that way, the three Gunavataras are worshipped. So previous verse, Lord Vishnu, the 32nd verse, Lord Shiva, 33rd verse, Brahma. So the creator. I offer my respects to all obeisance unto you, who are situated as Brahma, the Sutratma. Sutratma means we can take Vayu. Is offering obeisance to Brahma as well as Vayu, who is the soul of the entire universe, whose body is made up of power of yoga, and who are the source of yoga. So it's basically the Lord who appears as Brahma, Lord who appears as Vayu. That Lord is the super soul of everyone in the entire universe, and his form is made up of the power of yoga, and he is the source of yoga. So in that way, pranaya means unto the Sutratma. You have a body made up of power of yoga. Sutratma is the transformation of Mahatattva tinged with Rajoguna. Next. Then further continues. Namaste Adi Devaya
Namaste Adidevaya
Sakshi Bhutaya Te Namaha
Sakshi Bhutaya Te Namaha
Narayanaya Rushaye
Narana Narayanaya Rishaye
Naraya Haraye Namaha
Naraya Haraye Namaha. Translation.
Namo Markata Shama Namo Marakata Shama
Namo Marakata Shyama
Vapuse Digata Shriye
Vapuse Digatashaye
Keshavaya Namastubhyam
Keshavaya Namastubhyam.
Namaste Pitavasase.
Namaste Pitavasase.
Tvam Sarva Varada.
Tvam Sarva Varada.
Pumsham Varneya Varadarshabha.
Punsam Varne Varadarshaba.
Ataste Shreyase Dhira.
Ataste Shreyase Dhira.
Padarenum Upasate.
Padarenu Mupasate. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are the original personality of Godhead, the witness in everyone's heart, and the incarnation of Nar Narayan Rishi in the form of a human being. O personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Text 35. My Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are dressed in yellow garments, whose bodily hue resembles the Markata gem, and who have full control over the goddess of fortune. O my Lord Keshava, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Text 36. O most exalted and worshipable Lord, best of those who bestow benediction, you can fulfill the desires of everyone, and therefore those who are sober for their own welfare worship the dust of your lotus feet. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hmm. So here is offering obeisances to Supreme Lord Naranarayan Rishis, and also offering obeisance to Lord Keshava, Pitambaradhara, with dark blue complexion, possessor of Lakshmi, and is offering obeisances unto the Varadaraj, Varadarshaba. You can fulfill the desires of everyone, and therefore those who are wise for their own welfare worship the dust of your feet. Since you are known as Varadaraj, anybody who with some desires will definitely worship you. Not worship you, they worship your lotus feet. So thus their desires are fulfilled. So, and the last prayer will be Anvavartantayam Deva
Anvavartantayam Deva
Srischa Tatpada
Srishcha Tatpada
Spruhayanta iva modam
Spruhayanta iva modam
Bhagavan me prasidatam.
Bhagavan me prasidatam. All the demigods as well as the goddess of fortune engage in service of his lotus feet. Indeed, they respect the fragrance of those lotus feet. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead be pleased with me.
Finally, he says that may the Lord whom the Devatas and Lakshmi serve, as if desiring the fragrance of your lotus feet, be pleased with me. Bhagavan me prasidatam. May the Lord whom the Devatas and the goddess of fortune serve, as if desiring the fragrance of his lotus feet, be pleased with me. So these are the different mantras should be chanted every day after performing one's morning ablutions, morning duties, and then after worshipping the Lord uh, in fire, in water, uh, in earth, and in brahmanas, so in sun, etc., etc. One should offer these prayers like that. Etar mantrai rushikesham
एतैर्मन्त्रैऋषिकेशम्
avahana puraskrutam
आवाहन पुरस्कृतम्
अर्चये श्रद्धया युक्तः
अर्चयेत् श्रद्धया युक्तः
पाद्योपा पाद्योपस् पाद्योपस्पर्शनादिभिः
पाद्योपस्पर्शनादिभिः. Kashyap Muni continued by chanting all these mantras, welcoming the Supreme Personality of Godhead with faith and devotion, and offering him items of worship such as Padya and Arghya. one should worship Kesha, Rishikesh, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Hmm. Honoring the Lord by these mantras, one should call the Lord with faith, then worship Him by offering foot water, achamana, and other items. So basically, first get up, complete morning oblations, take bath, worship the Lord in the water, yajna, all these things. Then offer all these prayers. By chanting all these prayers, welcome the Lord. After welcoming the Lord, offer padya, argya, achamaniya, etc. etc. One should do to receive the Lord properly. Honoring the Lord by calling Him using these mantras or putting the Lord in front of oneself and calling Him. One should then worship the Lord by offering foot water and achamana. Foot water is padya, achamana is achamaniyam. So, in that way. Then what? So, these are like basic things at the early morning. After welcoming the deity, then how to worship the deity, how to worship the Lord. अर्चित्वा गन्धमाल्याध्यै
Architva malyade
पयसा स्नपयेद्विद्वु
ayasa stripadeyu vibhu
वस्त्रोपवीताभरण
vastropavitra bharana
पाद्योपा पाद्योपस्पर्शनैतथा
पाद्योपस्पर्शन्यस्तथा
गन्धभूपादिभिश्चार्चेत्
गन्धधूपादिभिश्चार्चेत्
द्वादशाक्षरविद्यया.
Vadakshara Vidyaya. Translation. In the beginning, the devotee should chant the Dwadakshara mantra and offer flower garlands, incense, and so on. After worshipping the Lord in this way, one should bathe the Lord with milk and dress him with proper garments, oaths, a sacred thread, and ornaments. After offering water to wash Lord's feet, one should again worship the Lord with fragrant flowers, essence, and other paraphernalia.
Hmm. So after welcoming the deity, after welcoming the Lord in the deity form, how to worship the Lord? After offering flower garlands, incense, and other items, one should bathe the Lord with milk and then offer cloth, a sacred thread, ornaments, foot water, achamana, sandalwood, incense, and other paraphernalia using the 12 syllable mantra. First, after offering foot water, one should bathe the Lord. After bathing the Lord, one should dress him with cloth, thread, ornaments. Again, one should offer foot water and other items. So, these are the step-by-step procedure of worshipping the Lord. Then the word cha indicates many other items. In offering these items, one should utter the syllable, 12 syllable mantra.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah,
Prabhuji, what is 12 syllable mantra?
12 syllable mantra, I think our sixth Gayatri mantra.
Okay. Okay.
It's not Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
हाँ हो सकता है वो भी हो सकता है
No,
actually to
that is
the
not
sixth
12 syllable. I was counting since when that.
Okay.
Where are the 12 syllables in this? It goes beyond 12. If
no
we count,
actually the Gayatri mantra goes beyond 12 but this Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is 12 syllable mantra.
because Om Namo Bhagavate na Vasudevaya Nama, it becomes 14 syllables.
No,
Oh
Nama
no
is not
and
repeated again.
Nama we don't have to include I think Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya till then only.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, like that it becomes 12
Namaha
syllables.
is offering obeisances. This is mantra that is offering obeisances.
Okay, okay. So till
Yeah.
Vasudevaya it will be 12. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. Okay, Prabhu.
so in that way. There could be other 12 syllable mantra also, but as of now, do you know this? But there could be other one also. That mantra starts with Kleem, Hirim, etc. So that could also be there one with the 12 mantras, 12 syllables. It can be that also. दृष्टं पयसि नैवेद्यं
Shrutam payasi naivedyam
शालि अन्नं विभवे सति
chalyannam vibhave sati
सतर्पी सगुढं दत्वा
sasarpihi sagudam datva
जुहुयान्मूलविद्यया.
juhuyan mula vidyaya. If one can afford to, one should offer the deity fine rice boiled in milk with clarified butter and molasses. While chanting the same original mantra, one should offer all this to the fire.
Hmm. After offering the Lord, if possible, fine rice boiled in milk with clarified butter and raw sugar. One should offer oblations in the fire using the 12 syllable mantra. So after performing the previous offerings, offering all the artika paraphernalia, whatever we do in arti, then the fine rice should be boiled in milk with ghee and raw sugar. Then one should offer oblations in the fire using the 12 syllable mantra. Payasi Shrutam means rice cooked in milk. Niveditam tad bhaktaya
निवेदितं तद् भक्ताय
dadyad bhunjita va swayam
दद्यात् भुञ्जितवा स्वयं
dhatva chamanam architva
दत्त्वा च मनम् अर्चित्वा
tambulam cha nividyate nivedayet.
ताम्बूलं च निवेदयेत्. One should offer all the prasad to a Vaishnav or offer him some of the prasad and then take some oneself. After this, one should offer the deity Achaman and then betel nut and then again worship the Lord.
Hmm. So invite the Lord, offer padya argya, then perform bathing, and then dress him, and then perform arati. After that, offer naivedya. After offering naivedya, one should give this food offering to a Vaishnava or take some oneself. After offering the Lord Achamana, one should offer the Lord betel nut. So basically, offering to other Vaishnavas, it will happen later. But after removing the Bhoga offering, offer Achamana and then offer betel nut, and then offer prasad to some Vaishnava, then partake oneself the remains. So one should offer all the food to devotee or offer a little and take the remainder for oneself. So that is like that. Japed Ashtottarashatam
Japed astrotatam satam
Stuveta Stutibi Prabhum
stu stuvita stubhi prabham
Krutva Pradakshinam Bhumao
kritva pradakshina bhumau
Praname Dandavan Mudha.
pranav pranamed dandavat mudha. Translation.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Thereafter, one should silently murmur the mantra 108 times and offer prayers to the Lord for his glorification. Then one should circumambulate the Lord and finally, with great delight and satisfaction, offer obeisances, falling straight like a rod. Dandavat.
Hmm. Then sit at a quiet place and chant mantra for 108 times. and offer praise to the Lord for his glorification. Then one should circumambulate the Lord and finally, with great delight, offer obeisances on the ground. This is
Hare
how
Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu, which is this 108 times? Which mantra?
whichever deity we are worshipping, the
Okay.
mantra of the deity. So in that way. So this is how the morning worship should be done. कृत्वा शिरति तच्छेषाम्
कृत्वा शिरसि तच्छेषां
देवम् उद्वासयेत् ततः
देवम् उद्वासयेत् तथा
द्वि अवरान् भोजयेद्विप्रान्
द्विअवरान् भोजयेत् विप्रान्
पायसेनायतोचितम्.
पायसेन यथोचितम्. After touching to one's head all the flowers and water offered to the deity, one should throw them into a sacred place. Then one should feed at least 2 brahmanas with sweet rice.
Hmm. After performing all this worship, after performing parikrama, after offering full obeisances, then put the Lord for resting. In order to put the Lord for resting, whatever puja performed like used for worshipping the Lord, you just remove it, clean the place, everything like that. Whatever nirmala is taken out, put it on the head, and then feed the brahmanas. Whatever prasadam has taken out, which are just offered to the Lord, that prasadam first should be fed to more than 2 brahmanas. Shesham means the flowers and other items already offered. Udvasa means telling the Lord to leave the place of worship. One should feed more than 2 brahmanas, but if not possible, then at least to 2 brahmanas. This is not the case with installed deities, of course, because if the deities are not installed in the home, they should welcome the deity and then perform the worship. After the worship is over, one should see of the deity. But in the case of installed deities, put the deities for resting. So that is how it should be done. And the last verse for today, this one is last one. Punjitateiranugnata
भुञ्जिततते अनुज्ञातः
शेषतः शेषं सभाजितये
शेषतः शेषं सभाजितैः
ब्रह्मचारी अथ तदा रात्र्यां
ब्रह्मचारी अथ तद् रात्र्यां
स्वोभुङ्क्ते प्रथमेह
तो भुङ्क्ते
प्रथमेहनि
प्रथमे हनि
स्नातः शुचिर्यतोक्तेन
स्नातः शुचिर्यथोक्तेन
विधिना सुसमाहितः
विधिना सुसमाहितः
पयसा स्नापयित्वार्चेद्
पयसा स्नापयित्वार्चेत्
यावद्व्रतसमापनम्.
यावद् व्रतसमापनम्. One should perfectly honor the respectable brahmanas one has fed, and then, after taking their permission, one should take prasad with his friends and relatives. For that night, one should observe strict celibacy, and the next morning, after bathing again with purity and attention, one should bathe the deity of Vishnu with milk and worship him according to the methods formally stated in detail.
Hmm. So, after the worship is over, after putting the Lord to rest, if the deities are installed, after a seeing of the deity, if the deity is invoked, welcomed, then put all the nirmale on the head, then feed two or more brahmanas. So, with a friend, after feeding the brahmanas, with the permission of the brahmanas, one should take prasadam with a friend. With a friend, one should take the remnants with the permission of the brahmanas who have been honored, observing celibacy at night. After bathing again the next morning with purity and attention, one should bathe the Lord with milk and worship him according to the methods mentioned on the first day of the vow. After worshipping the Brahmanas with garland and betel nut with their permission, one should eat along with one's friends. So bhungte means in the morning. So then evening take rest. Next day morning again take bath, again worship the Lord with Abhishek and dressing, garland, Ashman, Padyam and Arati, then Bhoga offering, and then again Achamaniyam, Padyam, again worship and resting the Lord, feeding the Brahmanas, and then Anand Prasadam. Like that, for 12 days one should follow. And the eating only the sweet rice, the leftover sweet rice, whatever sweet rice is prepared and offered to the Lord, from that something should be served for the Brahmanas, two or more, and whatever is remaining, that only one should eat, and one should not eat anything more than that. Only sweet rice, nothing more. Only on the 13th day, one get to eat full meal. So this is Payovrata. So I think we'll stop here. Already 8. Okay. So Hare Krishna. I think
Hare
no more
Krishna,
question.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Thank you very
Prabhuji,
much.
just two small
Yes.
things, Prabhuji. Like
Yes, Mataji.
it was mentioned, means you also explained that because Bali Maharaj, when he was ruling and Aditi was trying that her son should get the throne, it is not only as a son should get, but it was for the welfare of all the world. Like, but when Bali Maharaj was ruling, he was also ruling in a very perfectly fine way. Means citizens were happy, now, like.
That we don't know.
Okay, because it is, I have heard in one of the lecture that means Bali Maharaj was ruling, he was perfectly doing it fine, like, but that is why I was confused that how then it is said like that. Okay, Pranjit, then.
See,
And okay.
you may rule perfectly, but it is somebody else's. It belongs to somebody you encouraged it. That itself is not a proper behavior.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, Pranjit. And other thing was, Prabhuji, I was just thinking, means I may be wrong in understanding. This is that was mentioned that the mud by the wild boar that should be applied to the body and then taken a bath in the river, like that it was mentioned. And then it was explained that as the Varahadev took the earth on his tusk and to remember that kind of a thing. But Prabhuji, like, suppose somebody is doing the vrata and he takes the thing like that, boar is not Varahadev, na? So otherwise, other boars are not that clean and things like that. So I was feeling that what exactly is implied in that.
No. Basically, we need to use some mud which was stepped by boar. That's all. Visena Goduli. The dust which was stepped by cow becomes more auspicious. Same way, a mango fruit which was bitten by parrot becomes more sweet. That's
Yeah.
all. Ah.
But boar is and cow, there is a lot of difference, no problem.
See, again you are mistaking. I'm not talking about pig. This is a wild boar, forest wild boar,
Okay,
not village pig.
okay.
Mm.
Maybe I had not seen, so I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. There is actually forest wild boar, so which is considered. Lord Varaha
Mm.
also considered that forest wild boar only, is not a village pig.
Yeah, they have that tusk also, na? I guess because
Ah.
the village pigs don't have tusks.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji, someone was saying. Okay, fine. If all the devotees have any no questions, Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. We'll stop here and we'll meet
Oh,
again next week. So, wish you all a very happy upcoming Gaur Purnima.